And today we end in the Middle East, where Israel has conducted multiple airstrikes on several targets linked to the Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen. The airstrikes killed at least 6 people and struck Yemen's only international airport in the capital, Sana'a. Israeli jets also struck several Houthi military sites, power stations, and ports on Yemen's west coast. The Israeli airstrikes on Yemen's capital began just as the World Health Organization's Director General was about to board a plane at the Sana'a airport. The WHO chief was in Yemen to seek the release of a detained staff member and also to assess the humanitarian situation in the war-torn country.
As we were about to board our flight from Sana'a, the airport came under aerial bombardment. One of our plane's crew members was injured. At least 2 people were reported killed at the airport. The air traffic control tower, the departure lounge, just a few meters from where we were, and the runway were damaged.
Meanwhile, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has denounced the escalation of hostilities between Israel and the Houthis, calling the Israeli airstrikes on the airport alarming.
The Secretary General condemns the escalation between Yemen and Israel. Israeli airstrikes today on Sana'a International Airport, the Red Sea ports, and power stations in Yemen are especially alarming. The Secretary General remains deeply concerned about the risk of further escalation in the region and reiterates his call for all parties concerned to cease all military actions and to exercise utmost restraint. He also warns that airstrikes on Red Sea ports and Sana'a airport pose grave risks to humanitarian operations at a time when millions of people are in need of life-saving assistance.
Moreover, Iran, which has openly backed the Houthis, also condemned the strikes and described them as a clear violation of international peace and security. Now, Israel's airstrikes came after the Houthis repeatedly fired drones and missiles towards Tel Aviv in what they described as acts of solidarity with the Palestinians in Gaza. Following the fresh airstrikes, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said this was only the beginning of the campaign against the Houthis, and Israel would continue to hit the terrorist group.
We have just seen a precise operation by the Israeli Air Force hitting specific Houthi target in Yemen at the airport, at the port. As we said, whoever hurts Israel, we will hurt him. We will hunt down all the Houthi leaders, hit them as we have done elsewhere. No one will be able to escape Israel's long measure. We will attack them in order to remove threats to the state of Israel.
With tensions escalating in the Middle East, will the Houthis escalate tensions against Israel even further, or will other nations step in to prevent another full-blown war from erupting in the region?